FLM, wide open thinking, world-class work, and far-reaching results. Now with locations in Minneapolis, Columbus, Indianapolis, and Washington, D.C. A strategic marketing and communications company dedicated to serving clients who specialize in the business of agriculture and the life of rural communities.
Bill Raben, Chairman of the Illinois Soybean Association, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Do you want to begin by telling me what is foremost on your mind here at Commodity Classic for Illinois growers?
Well, the primary thing that we're going to deal with here today was the ASA's resolutions. We're going to vote on those, set out policy for the next year. One of the big issues that Illinois is concerned with is big data. And we're hoping to at least bring it to the forefront. It's something that's emerging very quickly and that's changing from day to day. And so we're trying to get out in front of it a little bit if we can.
To address some of those privacy concerns that growers are having?
Whose information, whose data is it? And of course we're on the side of the farmer. We feel like the farmers have possession of their data. That's something that stays with the farmer. Unless they want to share it with someone else, it shouldn't be shared.
And will the ASA be setting out a long-term policy as you're anticipating?
Sure, I think they will. But like I said, it's something that's changing day to day. So next year I fully expect it to be changed because it's going to be different.
Is this something you deal with on your own operation in Illinois? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I farm in southeastern part of the state down close to Kentucky, the Ohio River. Farm with my brother. We grow soybeans and corn. And big data, we've gone through that process and we've talked to our suppliers and our co-ops and basically say, guys, we don't mind you using that data to tell us what we need to know and inform us more about our fertility programs and the harvest, but we don't want that to go any further. It stays our private information. We want to keep it that way.
Are there other issues you're expecting to address this year?
Well, Illinois Soybean Association has been very active the last 3 years, particularly on soybean quality. The protein and oil content of the beans. When I sold my beans at the elevator, they probe my beans, they take a sample, they test them, and if I don't get a dock, I assume I've got good quality beans. However, in the open market, and the processors, the end users, our importers are concerned about protein and oil, the composition of the bean, if you will. And in the last few years, our beans have been declining in the protein and oil. So we wanted to pick that back up so that the importers particularly will be happier with our beans. And frankly, we'd like them to come to Illinois to buy our Illinois soybeans.
Absolutely. Are there new products and ways you're trying to address that?
Well, we've, as this year in 2013, Illinois is the #1 soybean producing state in the country. So I got to get that out there. And it's important. We are attempting to inform the farmers of the value that we have in the market for soybeans. We want to improve that. We want to build new markets. We want to hold on to the markets that we have and increase demand on our products.
What are some other ways that you're trying to do that?
Well, we're once again informing the farmers of the quality issue, and that there are varieties out there that they can pick that have high yields as well as high protein and oils, which would, in the market overall, I think that will improve our protein and oil. We have a lot of different seminars. We have conferences whereby we bring in a wide variety of speakers to inform the farmers of things that they can do as far as improving their production and as well as what they can do as far as meeting many of the challenges that they're faced with today.
Overall, are there any new programs in the Farm Bill that has been passed this year that you are completely happy with or need some more certainty on?
Number one, I'm happy that we have a Farm Bill finally. Specifically, we have real problems with knowing exactly what all is in that barn. We've had some comments with some people this morning in our resolution committee meeting. It's probably told us more about what was in that Farm Bill than what we've known in the past, but it's still premature to really make a total judgment on it. The biggest thing I feel positive about is we finally do have a Farm Bill and we can start to deal with that from here on.
What are you most optimistic about looking into this year for soybean growers in Illinois?
Most optimistic is I begin to think that we have informed the farmers enough that they will consider the protein and oil when they select their varieties.
Okay.
And we want, number one, we want to make the Illinois soybean farmers to be the most knowledgeable and profitable soybean producers of any place in the world. And so we work continuously on trying to do that. We have to interact with the farmers, find out what they need, what they want, to build a better understanding of what we as the ISA does for the Illinois soybean farmer. We continue to do that. I think we're doing better at it. We still got a ways to go, but we work very diligently to improve in that situation.
Mr. Raben, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.